Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week in terms of love. The Page of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of death and rebirth in your connection at this time. It's very intense, but this is lighting a fire within you. So whatever I'm saying, it can apply to you, it can apply to your person, or both of you. So this is Ten of Swords is like painful endings. It's maybe feelings of betrayal, maybe feeling stabbed in the back, or just defeated kind of energy. But the only thing that's dying away is things that aren't serving. So that could be thought patterns, fears, old belief systems. So a lot of intense energy, a lot of intense wounds and triggering are really coming up to the surface at this time. But it's a 10, okay? This is a huge ending of a cycle. So sometimes there has to be tower moment after tower moment after tower moment to really break up the false self, or the ways in which we've been living our lives out of alignment with our true selves. So a lot of intense challenges, a lot of like adversity, but through that adversity is so much growth. It's the shifting out of the tower. The tower that crumbles is your imprisonment, things that keep you imprisoned subconsciously. And make your soul feel stifled, because your souls are wanting this deep freedom, liberation to align with the true soul self. Okay, so all lower vibrational stuff falls away, and it's you're going through a rebirth, or your person is, or both. Because whatever's been happening here, it's leading you both, and I do feel it's both of you, it's leading you both into more personal empowerment, more of that fire, okay, within yourselves, to take action in your life. Maybe there was a lot of stagnation, comfort zones, that imprisonment on a subconscious level, social matrix stuff, the denser energies, okay, in order to really survive and come back to life like the phoenix, rise from the ashes and start burning brightly again and have this rebirth. There's this, you have to go through this huge transition. It's like you have to change state, you have to change form, and thinking about like the caterpillar turning into the butterfly in the cocoon, okay? It has to completely transform. So this is the endings of comfort zones. But it's the death of the ego, a huge ego death. Could be extremely traumatic, is happening. But in order to be reborn and rise up again, it's like you are forced into some sort of action. You're forced to get moving, like quickly, and I mean that like energetically. So you may have had to, when things crumble, you may have had to like work super hard in whatever way to re-establish yourself in this new state of being. So powerful transitions, and this is you coming into your personal empowerment. So this is you being more in your truth. It's healthy boundaries. It's knowing that you have, I'm hearing from Spirit, basically knowing you're learning that you're so much stronger than what you once realized. So much stronger. And you're on this path together, of this transformation, of this coming into your personal empowerment. So you've had challenges, you've been going through many challenges, and it's to strengthen you. It's like, I'm hearing from Spirit, it's like all the subconscious stuff that those walls around you, you were trying to prevent a lot of scary things, or things you felt like subconsciously you wouldn't be able to cope with. We create towers, we stay stuck, to try and protect ourselves. But everything that we felt that we couldn't ever face or overcome or have the strength to face has kind of happened. And you may have felt like you've been pushed off the cliff top, but it's so you could find your wings and fly. So we have the Six of Swords, and this is all about moving out of adversity into a brighter future, moving to safety, okay? But not safety in terms of the tower, you know, hiding away in that tower, in the comfort zone, behind the thick walls. This is finding safety in yourself, finding faith in the divine, so that you can come out of the comfort zones and just feel secure in who you are at that true level. So you've really assisted each other with this. It's like they're fleeing to safety. Many of you feel like divine masculine. It's a very like magical connection, divine connection, and many feel as though divine masculine sort of came in to help rescue you. But it's in both ways as well, because divine masculine is the page here, divine feminine is the knight. So divine feminine, you are also assisting divine masculine as like this page energy. Through inspiration. So you've both massively assisted each other with this huge transformation from the butterfly into the caterpillar. And it's through love. 6 is the number of love. Love is what transforms and gives you the strength, because I'm hearing love is the most powerful force, and because the love is so deep, so powerful between you, it gives you that power. You're becoming more and more of that love, or the conscious realization. You're allowing a lot of blocks and density to fall away, so that makes room for more love to flood in, and therefore you become that power of the love and the light to have healthy boundaries. So the Ace of Pentacles, this is like so much light in amidst a lot of darkness. It's like you both feel as though meeting the other has given you the key, it's given you the light from within to heal so much. I'm also hearing and feeling that this is like you looking at what you've achieved. You're both individually like It's like you're observing. The hand gesture like this with the pentacle above is like observing this huge lesson, this all these skills. You're learning so many skills through overcoming adversity, through becoming the caterpillar after the struggles that it has been in that cocoon. And with all the magic here, it's like, you know, you've achieved more alignment with the divine, and how much the divine helps you, assists you in all this growth. And this is so much growth. This is the ace. This is a new beginning. You've planted new seeds, okay? So the Tower moment and the Ten of Swords, it's like, maybe just talking symbolically, it's like you were planting all these seeds that were the wrong seeds, or they weren't growing properly, or there was something wrong with that, and then, but you didn't fully realize that, and then there was a drought or something, you know, something that out of your control. There was a drought that killed off all of those crops, and it felt like it was devastating. But then you realize after a while that everything's happened for a reason, to bring you into a new beginning, which is much more in alignment with your growing self, your true soul self that is breaking free from a lot of limitations. So there's a complete, like, new start, new slate, blank canvas kind of thing. But in order for there to be that huge blank canvas, a lot of the old stuff had to go. A lot of major things in your lives are being, the slate's being wiped clean, and that makes room for you to plant these new seeds that are going to grow because they've got the magic in them. This is the magic of your soul. This is you starting new beginnings, much more in alignment with who you really are, or who you're becoming. Because you're in the process of this still as well. Moving from Six of Swords is like moving from one island that isn't serving you to a new island, or, you know, completely relocating and starting over. I'm hearing that's the key theme. Starting over, because you're starting now in a much more higher vibration. You've ended one of the more 3D social matrix style vibrations. You've completed that, or you're in this stages of tying that up, completing that, and then completely starting over in the new location, or the higher vibration, or the new earth, okay? What else is really going on in your divine union? Temperance. The moon. The King of Cups. The Six of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. These are amazing cards. Okay, so what's really going on in your divine union? This character here, I'm seeing this as the universe, or your soul family members, And these two shells is your heart, your person's heart. It's like the divine knew it was time to bring you into alignment where all this magic is woven between you, all of this love and light connects you. And it's all this magic. The union of your hearts has opened up so much magic in your lives, and it's bringing you back into temperance. It's bringing you back into balance. What once seemed opposite on this plane of duality, what once seemed separate, is now revealed as one. Your connection, this magic that this love has opened you both up to, makes you know you are beyond duality. You feel this powerful bond beyond this earth realm, so in the 5th dimension and beyond. And it's bringing you both back into balance within yourselves, okay? It's bridging the gap between the false self and the true self, okay? There's a huge stark contrast, okay? I'm hearing everything that you once believed was real, that was really an illusion about yourself, about life, about reality, about love. All of those illusions are coming into awareness. You're becoming very, very aware. This connection is really taking you up a huge level energetically, so you can see from a higher perspective. And so now you can see things that don't feel, that aren't really real for you anymore. And you can feel that. You can feel like the density. You can feel what feels too heavy to carry. And so sometimes we don't know how to release those things. And so that's when the universe comes in and creates those Tower moments, because Tower moments happen when there is too much of a duality, okay? And it's when you're coming much more into oneness. You're rising up into more consciousness, into the unity consciousness. And so anything that doesn't fit into that falls away. So basically anything we feel isn't serving us, drains us, holds us back, keeps us stuck in fear, which is an illusion. All these illusions that are very imprisoning. When you rise up into more unity consciousness, those stuff fall away. Temperance. So this is, you're coming back into unity beyond duality. The moon. And this is happening on a very subconscious level. Your subconscious sends out vibrations, all these music notes, like she's singing here. We'll call it, it's like she's calling out to the divine for truth, okay? Because the moon represents the subconscious, and there was a lot of shadow, a lot of illusion stuck in the subconscious. The moon is also about fear, so all these fearful things in the subconscious that hold us back. It's like your soul deep down was feeling imprisoned in all that heaviness, in all that anxiety, which meant you were stuck, not being able to see clearly, because anxiety makes us get stuck in the mind and overthinking, and we think our thoughts are always real, you know, those fearful thoughts. So it's like your soul was wanting to shift out of that, because that is the nature of the soul. The soul wants to always grow. The soul seeks truth and liberation to be its authentic expression without fear holding that back. And so your souls were calling out for something deeper, something to bring light into your depths, because you felt lonely. There was a lot of stuff within that was blocked, repressed, too fearful to look at. And we're conditioned to distract ourselves by focusing on outside world, focusing on 3D. But your soul was lonely. There was the soul within you was being unrecognized, unseen, ignored, abandoned, and the soul was wanting to come alive. And so it's like your souls were calling out, and that's what brought you together. That's what brought you into union. And all this love is all the light that shines within the shadow sides, shines within the parts of yourselves that were just kept in the dark, that were ignored and abandoned. And look at all this community here. 6 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This is the soul family. Through this union, you know it was the divine that brought you together. You know it was your soul family wanting you to reawaken. And remember, you're not alone. Remember to shine light on shadow, to turn it into light, and rediscover all these gifts that you have, all this abundance that lies within as you connect with the unity consciousness. So 6 of Cups is the union of soulmates. It's the lonely inner child within both of you, knowing that they're not alone anymore. You know, it's like you may have called out to the divine. You may not have even specifically been calling out to find your soulmate, but many of you will have been. And then here is the King of Cups. It's like you met this person with a really big heart, who was also kind of dwelling in the shadow. Look, there's the shadows here, but then there's the moonlight. And there was magic in the divine masculine's heart. But look, there's all these barnacles here. It's almost like divine masculine felt very hidden, like their true self was kind of dormant in many ways as well. And all these fish here represent abundance. It's like you met unexpectedly. It's like just around the corner, or just behind you where you couldn't quite see, there was all this abundance and light. I feel like divine masculine is someone that's very deep. In terms of when they were alone, they would go very deep. I feel like divine masculine was searching in their heart for this truth as well, for this liberation, for this divine love, for their soulmate. And then there was a reunion here, and a powerful healing of the inner child within both of you. 6 of Cups. This is feeling like you've met your soul tribe. This connection's really transported you both into becoming much more aware of all of your soul family around you. I feel like there's a loneliness since childhood. Like maybe you felt lonely in your family, maybe you felt like you didn't fit in your family, or you were misunderstood, because you and this person are powerful light workers. You are always like high vibrational compared to the social matrix. You never felt like you fit in with the social matrix, but you may have seen other people, like everyone else, just sort of seem to fit in with that more, and so you felt like an outsider. So it's like both of you have like kind of like a secret side of yourself, not really secret but introverted. Like you felt kind of safe in your alone time, but you may have been sort of happy on the surface with other people, but when you're on your own, it's like you're still searching. You kind of felt like unfulfilled, lonely, misunderstood. Because the more we put on these masks, and everyone does it, but the more we do that and it's out of alignment with our true self selves, we can feel even lonelier, even if we're surrounded by a lot of people. So I really hope this reading has resonated really deeply with you. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, write a comment, share it and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for joining me here. Take care. Bye.